2022. It's Tyler, and I'm out and about. Today, we're checking in with our community of Sarasota and finding out just how everybody is taking on the storm. Let's go in and take that gander and take it safely. Come on. I'm downtown on Palm Avenue at the Golden Image, and I'm here with one of the owners. I've got to ask you what you guys are doing. Obviously, boarding up, right?
Yeah, we're getting prepared.
Is this your first storm that you guys have weathered?
I moved here in 67.
67. But they say this storm is supposed to be the biggest storm in 100 years, right?
It's possible.
Are you nervous?
No.
Not nervous. Something just pretty standard, right?
I just have to trust God and go on. We're going to do our best, and He's going to do His best.
Absolutely. Well, stay safe. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
Another business on Palm Avenue. I'm here with the one and only Anna Molinari. You have one of the biggest glass displays here on Palm Avenue. Always beautiful things in the window. Are you nervous about the storm?
Oh, yes, of course. This time, I think it's coming.
Yeah. They say it's supposed to be the biggest storm in 100 years now. Every time you look at the news, I mean, it's very, very scary, and people still need to be aware. I mean, if you're anything like me, you get real nervous, and then you're like, is this really going to happen this time? But it looks like that wobble or that is coming even closer.
Yes, we know that, so we need to be prepared. So we're moving everything out from the windows. All the jewelry is going to be gone. We are just working really hard before, and we're going to have to work really hard after. I don't know when we can come back, but we know that the water gets really high in this block, and we're going to have to be prepared to wear some boots and things like that.
Yeah, I think they're saying 10 to 15 inches is actually going to possibly happen.
Yes, and we had never had a storm like that here. These windows are old. They are the original ones, and we cannot even put wood in front of them because the metal is frame.
So there's nowhere to attach the board.
Nowhere to attach the boards. It's pure glass.
So you're just going to move the stuff away from the window and hope for the best.
Yes, we're going to hope for the best.
Hunker down, Anna. Thanks so much for talking to us, and stay safe. I'm here with Ron Soto with Soto Opticians right downtown Sarasota. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. How are you doing today?
Well, I think I'm trying to weather out the storm, and it seems like everybody that we've talked to downtown is definitely doing the same. It looks like we've got some boards here. You're ready to border up some of these stores for us.
Yeah, maybe, you know what's better to be safe than sorry later. So if you people are boarding up, I happen to be lucky. I put hurricane plastic on mine years ago, so I'm pretty well protected for that.
So no stranger to the storms then, right?
And if you look at downtown, it's deserted. There's everybody's home hunkering down, getting ready for it.
Some kind of advice you can tell our friends that are watching, some of the things that they should have. Water, obviously, right?
Well, if you've got your batteries and stuff like that, at least if you're loaded on the other stuff, it's not so bad. But yeah, get your water, get your batteries, get all that stuff prepared. You should have done it already, but this is the time to do it right now.
Here's a question that I'm curious about. Maybe they can't get to the plywood. Maybe they don't have anybody to put the plywood up. Tape? I've seen some people in the past years use tape. Does that work?
Yes. So if you put duct tape on there, at least if the window gets cracked or whatever, the duct tape keeps them from shattering all over your house and stuff. So yes, you put duct tape on in a star type of design.
Got it. All right. Thanks so much, Ron. Ran into some new friends in downtown Sarasota. This is Eddie and Teresa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I have to welcome you to it like this. I mean, you guys are not from Sarasota, right?
No, we're from Virginia.
You're from Virginia. So first time being part of the storm?
Yes.
What are you going to do? Are you staying with relatives? Or
No, well, we were kicked out of the Hyatt Regency.
What?
Yep. Got the letter yesterday on my birthday. That we had to find somewhere else to go, manual evacuation, so we did.
So they're closing down the local hotels here?
Yes, all of those along the coast, the Ritz-Carlton, everybody's got to go.
Learn something new every day. So what's your plan? Are you just going to try to move out of Sarasota?
No, we've got a hotel down in Fruitville.
Okay.
Yep, so that's where we're heading.
That's where you're heading. So if you're at some of those bigger hotels that are near the water, apparently you heard it here first, they are going to be closing, or they have closed. And you can find some maybe boutique hotels out east of the interstate.
Maybe.
And have a happy birthday.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
It's Darcy. Darcy, not only do you have this beautiful store downtown that we're concerned about, obviously, but destination, downtown Sarasota, we've got to talk about it. A lot of the merchants down here, I know you're the president. Are they concerned?
Yeah, I've been walking up and down the street, Main Street and First Street, and asking different people what they're going to do. Some are boarding up, some aren't sure. This was as of yesterday. So this morning, we really, since it turned, I haven't had a chance to speak to anybody. I drove up and down, and some of the stores are boarded up, some are not.
So, but we are expecting, I think, 10 to 15 inches of water and flooding.
Right, yeah.
Downtown is really known for the flooding and the flooding issues.
Yes, it is.
So are you going to be putting sandbags and you're going to
Putting sandbags. I do have wood from Irma, so I probably will put a board up. If you don't have plywood, I just recommend you move everything from your front windows, move it as far back as you can.
Taping.
Taping, yep, you can tape.
Well, thanks so much, Darcy, and stay safe.
Thank you. You too.
We've got our friend out here. It looks like she is out here putting some sandbags.
Tyler, what are you doing? Put down the microphone and help with the sandbag.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, are you scared about the storm?
Yes, we are.
Yeah?
We are preparing.
You're preparing. And what about boarding up the windows? It seems like a lot of the windows downtown are old, so a lot of people are having problems with attaching the boards. What about your windows?
We won't be able to board it, but we're going to put sandbags front and in the back doors. That's all what we can do, and we organize all the furniture. We're going to unplug all the electrical devices.
Were you here during our last storm?
No,
here?
no.
So this is all new.
Yes, I'm very close to the water, so I'm freaking out.
Did you watch the news? Did it scare you?
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that. Well, thank you so much. Stay safe. Even the Florida studio right here downtown Sarasota with some of the biggest windows is all boarded up. As you heard, a lot of our downtown area businesses and business owners are preparing to weather the storm. Things that we don't think about, animals. We're going to hear all about those local animals here and what our friends are doing around town with those animals when we return right after this message.
Having trouble seeing the small print? Stand out above all the rest at Soto Opticals, with hundreds of detailed and unique frames to choose from. Offering prescription sunglasses, polarized sunglasses, specialty designs, and repair. Find out why these guys can help you select what's best for you. Only at Soto Optical, 1383 Main Street.
Welcome back. All right, animals, such a big part of our lives. I got a chance to speak to my friend Diane Cole and find out exactly about her horse farm, about what she's done in the past and what she's going to do now with the hurricane coming. Let's go to Diane. We're here with my friend Diane Cole with Artworks with Diane Cole. How are you, Diane?
I'm doing terrific.
I know you have horses, and I wanted to find out a little bit about the background with the horses and what you've done in the past and what you anticipate in the future, Diane.
The horses, when we had the Hurricane Charlie come through, the interesting thing was we couldn't see them from our house, but our neighbors could see them from their perspective. They had a window looking out onto their pasture, or onto our pasture, and they said the funny thing was all of the horses went down into the pond, and you could see their little noses and their ears pop up out of the pond like they were protecting themselves by nature. I guess God just told them, this is what you do, and head on into the pond to protect yourself from the debris and that sort of thing. But we literally had all the telephone poles snapped at the bases, all the fences were down, everything. We had our neighbor's roof in our pool, that type of destruction.
And something interesting that I find fascinating, and I'm sure so are our viewers, something that your daughter's concept of what she did in case the horse does get out or the winds are so strong. What is it that your daughter is doing or has done in the past that is very creative?
My daughter got an air tag, an Apple air tag can go a long way, and you put that in their mane, wove it, she wove it in really, really tight and dotted it all up. And so at least if he is running free, he can be identified and picked up that way. We can kind of pick him up through technology. So really cool. So shout out to Dr. Alexis Cole. She's an emergency vet over at Suncoast.
Yes, well, stay safe, Diane. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We all love our animals, and I know you really take care of those beautiful horses out. Hundreds of trucks right here at Robarts Arena of FPL. Some of the most important people actually in a hurricane that we need are the electric company. They help you when a power line goes down. Remember, when there's water on the ground, there could be definitely a live wire. Very important to remember that. Extremely dangerous to go into any water because of that. and stay safe, everybody. As you can see, everybody's working hard to get prepared for the storm. If you're watching this during the storm, stay safe, stay in a safe area, and we'll see you once again when we're out and about Sarasota.
Out and About Sarasota made possible by these fine sponsors. This has been an Out and About media production and a product of the Catch Agency. Catch it.